It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. It's stream time once again. We're back after our week's break and welcome everybody to British Summertime. I'm quite certain that the time will have confused certain people, certainly people from the Americas, because obviously they did their British Summertime, or did their clock time, what's it called, daylight savings time thing, a few weeks ago, but we just did it last night. So this is the first day of British Summertime. So welcome to British Summertime, everybody. And lots of people in chat, so that's good to see. Let's see who was first this time. Scrolling up to the top, and Grishnak was the first. Nice to see the fixed many bugs, more eerie than ever, doing the dregs with no sound. So I watched Game Lab's video. We did a video about the dregs not having any sound. And did Whack do one as well? Yeah, we might have to check that out. We'll have to have a look and see, maybe. Robert Mannix was second. Good evening, Robert. How are you? Good to see you. Suburban Dad Gaming was third. Hello, chat. Hello, Anger. Hope you're recovering and thriving, Robert. Indeed, we all think that. Bulwark, you're here early. Good to see you. Nice to see you, Bulwark. Ian Ogg, good afternoon, Exiles. Hats off to Audu for doing a short video that made playing Conan Exiles a hell of a lot easier. Which video was that? Was that his, like almost like a beginner's guide, a quick starting guide running up to the sorcery cave? Is that the one? Oh my god. I have been talking with my mic muted for I don't know how long. Oh dear. Well, I'm not going through all that again. Suffice to say, I've been going through all the chat and replying to everybody. Apologies for that. I must have hit the mute button for when I had a coughing fit, and I didn't put it back on again. So, David Holler, anger went into the dregs. It's all went quiet. Oh, sorry everybody. Sorry. Did he kick the mic cable and unplug it? No, I just hit the mute button to have if you haven't heard me say that, I've got a bit of a tickly throat and a bit of a cough. I hit the mic mute button so that you didn't get your ears blown out with a cough into the mic, and it looked like it didn't turn back on again. Grishnak had to restart the stream as it just showed an error page. Oh dear. I have sound issues all the time using OBS. Yeah, so it wasn't OBS's fault, it was my fault. Lol, this is the quietest that anger has ever been. The bass looks cool, thank you. And now he's making me dizzy, spinning around. Give him 10 minutes to get down to this bit. There you go, yeah, that's exactly it. I do eventually get down to that part of the comments and then I see the messages. He's probably fumbling around trying to fix it. No, I was blatantly just chatting away about all the different comments, but with the mic muted. Just a stream because the music I was playing on my other YouTube tab still works. Cool. Maybe Nuclear Levy scared him. That could be it, yep. Angelo Bambo, good to see you. How are you? How's the gremlin? Audio issues, yeah. Finger issues, more like. Must be using Bulwark's mic. Okay. No sound. It should be sound now, Jim. Dark Crow 7, how are you? Gremlin says, if anything bad happens to Brownie, she riots. Oh no. Rob says, I can hear the husband playing Call of Duty with the guys. Apparently it's not going well. Oh dear. Jim has finally finished Freya's questline. She is very tough, yes. He's back. I'm back. Yes, here we go. Kenneth Brenner, good to see you. How are you? You fool. Yeah, 100%. Noski Matastu, good to see you. How are you? Welcome home. Thank you. Dude, the amount of pollen south of France is insane. Oh, really? Bulwark, are you still in the south of France? Let's go. Beat some bosses. Yeah. Not wrong about the pollen. Oh, wow. Can we get a tour of the base? I guess so. There's not an awful lot. I haven't done... We kind of showed this off the last time. So it is the old pyramid base, but just made with storm glass this time. 2 layers. I haven't decorated anything at all. I've just stuck a bed down. There is Freya, and there is Lufay, and then downstairs we've got our little crafting area with the various benches roundabout, and roundabout. Right, so the first thing I want to do in this... I still can't believe you made a fancy Mumra base and still won't be a corrupted sorcerer. Bulwark's there till the 18th of April, wow. Are you planning to try a purge with Brownie and Cathy Ann? The saber-toothed Cathy Ann, not the queen of jokes Cathy Ann. Maybe. It would be tough to go and craft a purge base. We'll probably have to do at least a level 1 just to get ourselves a barkeep. That's for sure, which they'll be able to cope with no problem at all. If I'm doing proper purges, then we'll be following Audu's purge base schematics and making that up. Bobo Gamer, good to see you. How are you? Your internet issues resolved? I saw that you had to cancel your stream yesterday because of internet problems, which is a shame. Right, so what was I saying? Yes, we want to go and check out some of the new things. We've obviously had the update that came out. What day was that? Last Wednesday? Tuesday? Wednesday? Can't remember. So there's a couple of things has changed on the map. You may notice that I've switched off Hosaf's custom UI mod. All good now, good to see. Go big or go home. 10 all day. Yeah, definitely need the purge base for a level 10. Yeah, so we've got the vanilla UI, because one of the things that was introduced. Now I need to find it. I should have looked this up beforehand. Where would it be under? Survival? There it is. Wayfinder. This is one of the new things that adds in. Mark Santos, good to see you. How are you? Beck the Tinkerbot says the stamina system, in my opinion, is worse now. I hate it when the screen turns grey. Yeah, so we're back to the old school stamina system. So if you overuse your stamina, you go into exhausted mode, and the edges of the screen turn grey, and you've got a few seconds before your stamina will start regenning. And the super fast regen has gone, but the cost of each attack has been reduced. So you can do more attacks before you go into exhaustion. So you now have to be back to like we had to do before Age of War, when they changed the stamina system, where you have to be more careful about not going into exhaustion and using all your stamina. Need to change how much stamina rolling does. So that there is a change to how much stamina rolls, and it's now back to being based on the armor you're wearing. So the heavier the armor you wear, the less rolls you can do. So it's one of those things, I'm afraid, that lots of people complained about the new stamina system when they put it in Age of War. I actually quite liked it. I loved how quickly you could regen stamina. And then they changed it, and lots of people have complained about it again. So it's one of those things that you're never going to make everyone happy. But that's the stamina system. It's kind of like as it was before, but I think with maybe slightly less stamina usage on weapon throws. So it allows you to make sure you can do your four-part combos. Great time in the Campfire Clowns last night with the Sacred Hunt. It's only got a couple of days left. It does, yes, 6 badges. It finishes on the 1st of April. That's something I was wanting to do some testing with, because I want to see whether the what do you call it, the war paints work on the pets. See how that goes. It doesn't work fine. I haven't played since the update. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't mind it that much. Definitely need to time attacks differently. Yeah, you have to be a little bit more careful with your attacks. But some people will like it, some people won't. Angelo says, game works great, Ruffle. Here's next says he uses light armor and stamina goes down a massive amount. Really? Really? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would put me into stamina, into exhaustion. But if I take out a weapon, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can hit so many times before I use up all my stamina, where I would have been able to basically do maybe 4 hits before. So yeah, it's got its pluses, it's got its minuses, and everything will. Ian Og prefers the new stamina system. It makes climbing easier. That'll be true. Yep. One of the things I would say is I do have the grit perk that allows your stamina regen 25% faster. That was probably not actually required in the old system because the stamina regens so quick, but it's probably very much worthwhile, if not requirement now, to get that 25% extra stamina regen speed. Because, like, before, if you used up your stamina, you would pause and it would be already redone. Whereas it take a little while there. It takes a little second before it starts regenning, and then it's a slower regen than what it did before. Right, let's look at this compass. Obviously, the Hosas custom UI mod that I normally use has a compass built into it already, and it has a mini map so you can see which direction you're pointing. But let's check this out. So compass requires level 10 and it costs 2 points. Crafted at any blacksmith bench. So what does it need to be made? Compass requires 1 piece of glass and 7 iron bars. I have glass. Sugar in there. Craft. Let's see. Can't wait for the Great Hunt event to be over. I'm tired of those night beasts attacking me. Did I pre-order June? I kind of pre-ordered June in the sense that Funcom are gifting me a copy of June, so I will have the 5 days early start on June Hobo. I did see I think it was Tuesday they had the video stream thing where they were showing off different gameplay and letting you know about the 3 different editions for June Awakening. Let me see. Angelo saying, did you start Expedition 18? Not yet, Angelo. I have said this already when my mic was muted. I did plan on starting it this weekend, but unfortunately life got in the way. For those who don't know, it is Mother's Day here in the UK, so I was out visiting my mother this afternoon. I had some video stuff I had to prepare, and I was out shopping and at the football yesterday, so unfortunately I haven't had time this weekend to just do any of the No Man's Sky expedition, but I'm sure I'll get some time this week. It's just sometimes the heavy attacks not match with how much you click. Okay, I see what you mean. Sesame Street Fighter, good to see ya. Just got up. Sesame, has Ramadan ended yet? I thought it was either, was it today or tomorrow that it's due to end? Has it ended yet? Do we know? Noticed that earlier a heavy attack 4 times and it would do a 5th lunge at the end. Beck says, I also went to the Black Pirate camp and stole the golden cat statue. Took forever to carry back to my base, but when I logged out and logged back in, it despawned. How do I get it to stay? So you have to, I can't remember off the top of my head, you can't just drop it in your base. You have to like click the button to make the coloured shimmer appear, and then you're actually putting it down as a treasure in your base. Otherwise, if you just drop it, it will just despawn. Just like if you drop it anywhere in the world. You have to, I can't remember what the key combinations to make it work, but you have to click it so that it is actually placed as an actual item in your coffer, and it'll show up in the coffer. Let's see. Griznak did the character creation for June, and I have to admit, the more gameplay I see, the less enthusiastic I am about the game itself. Oh, okay. Six Badges saying, hi Sesame, nearly Eid for you. Here in Christendom, we have exactly halfway through Lent today. Hobo says it's nice to have friends at Funcom. It sure is, it sure is. It's a full MMO LRPG with thousands of players, or is it a server with limited number of players? If that's for June, so the sort of starting area, which is known as the Haga Basin, There are multiple Haga basins. There are many, many layers of Haga basins that you can join, and they are limited to 40 players at a time. But when you go to the hubs, the cities, they are a single server for everybody, so all the different Haga basins can go there. And the end game area, the deep desert, is a giant server that can hold like 100+ people when they're doing their fighting for spice things at the end game. Sesame says the Eid is tomorrow. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Sesame. Any of those different versions? A console version? There's no details of the console version as yet. Non-Sky Matsu says Ramadan is over today. I guess it depends where about in the world you are. Yeah, so Sesame says Ramadan ends tomorrow for those in the West. Teddy Trent, good to see you. Happy Eid for tomorrow, everybody. Yes. If Freya already has 3 perks or traits from the quest, does she get a regular level perk at 10, 15, and 20? No, she doesn't. So both Freya and Lufey, they get their perks predefined by the choices you make during the quests. So during the hunting for trophy, if Freya does the most damage, you get Carnage. If you do the most damage, she gets another one. The demons in the volcano forge, if she slaughters the demons, you get Savage Swing. If you do that, you get more. And then if you use a truncheon to knock her out when she's possessed up at the camp, you get Knock Loose. And if you use a weapon to knock her down to 1%, you get a different one. And Lufey has the same thing. Three perks based on what you do during the quest chain. You can then, once you've got one, you can go back and start another one and pick different choices to try and get the different perks. If you so wish, you can look it up and see what perks you get for each choice and decide what you want to do for that. Let's see. Sesame has already decorated for Mom. Nice one. Compass only shows map north, not real north. Only shows map north, not real north. Is map north not real north? I don't see anything on the map that would show otherwise. So if it's showing you where north is, it's basically a way of helping you run. Let me get the compass. So there's the compass. You just need to have it in your inventory, and now you can see. How can I bring up something that lets you see? No, that makes it go away. What can I do? I can hit that button, and then I can go here. So this is the compass up here. It's been added along with your food, water, encumbrance, and temperature. And then that little symbol. So the red bit is the direction you're running. And the sort of star symbol, I guess, is the North Star. So if I point that direction and then bring up the map, you can see I'm facing north. That's a way of telling you which way is north. And then if you wanted to run east, you would run that way. South, that way. West, that way. North. So not quite as good as the little teardrop indicator on the mini-map that shows you what's around about you, but I guess that'll, for the people who have a bit of an issue finding directions, we won't name any names, shall we, Manshaft? That's maybe a help if you're playing, particularly if you're playing on a console, you don't have mods, you can't have Hosaf's custom UI mod. But there we go, that's the compass that they've added. Right, now we want to go and have a look at the camp where al-Merayah's raid base is now gone. I'm going to take that war paint, I'm going to take some fangs. Take that. I don't think I need anything else. Oh, we're going to need food for Brownie. Oh no. We're going to start off. So in the last episode, we got some animals. We got some snakes. And it turns out that snakes don't decay in the... Once you've got a baby snake hatchling, it doesn't decay in the compost bin. But it turns out that their Pebblenoses from the Rocknose eggs, they do decay. So we've got to actually get them, and I've put them in the preservation box because that does stop the timer like everything else. But I've got 18.5 hours left on them. Oh, they're really heavy. Of course they are. Let's get some of these in and see if we can get a Greater Rocknose from it. So the best way of getting a Greater Rocknose is a Shade Spice iron. Shade Spice iron ore. Yeah, I guess it's Shade Spice iron ore. Right, let's make 2 of them. Each one requires 1 Shade Bloom and 25 Ironstone. If you don't have Shade Bloom, Ironstone will give them the best chance at like 20% or something like that. What you set the compass is to where you plan to go. So no, I mean, a compass in real life, the arrow on the compass would point to north all the time, and you would point the compass to where you wanted to go based on that. But on this one, the red arrow is the direction that you are facing. So if I face that way and then look around that way, you can see the arrow is still pointing the way I'm facing. So you can use the arrow the way you're running and the dial around it outside to work out roughly the direction that you want to go in. So if you want to run south, you know that you need to run in that direction with a little star behind you. Right, let's put the 2 Pebblenoses in here. Oh, we've got a normal rhino and we've got our camels done. Let's put that in and they'll grow up and hopefully we'll get a Greater Rocknose out of them. So that's something. Look like it points north. I assume the exile lands are orientated to north also according to the map. Yeah, so basically it's talking north is as the top of the map, east is over here, west is over here, and south is down here. So although there isn't anything on the map to show you where north-south, that is basically aligned north-south. So for example, if I'm here and I want to go to Muraella's Hope, I know that I need to go in roughly that direction. A sort of north-easty, slightly more east direction. Right, Brownie, you're coming with us. We're going to get you some buffs and food. Let me see. So the sun doesn't rise where you think it ought to be in the exiled lands. Look like it points north. Apparently the top of the map isn't north if the sun in Conan works the same as it does IRL, but I'm only repeating someone else, not looking into it myself. By the way, hello. Hello there. How are you? I doubt they thought about that. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily has to be, because whoever would have drawn the maps wouldn't have known exactly where north is. So it's down to the original cartographer who draw the maps whether they line it up properly. But from our point of view, the top of the map is north, the bottom of the map is south, and that compass will help you out there. Right, we need 1 piece of honey to give him his buff. We need a couple of unappetizing fish, and we need 1 spiced pork. Give him more buffs. Where is he? And I've only got 1 war paint. I need to go and get another war paint. Right, of that, of that, of that, and that. Use, right, that's them all buffed up. Does that compass have weight? It weighs 0.01, so basically nothing. PG Bean, good to see you. How are you? Six Badges says, "How do gaming?" mentioning no names. Is that to do with the lack of direction, Six Badges. In real life, I can judge north by the shadows, but that doesn't work in the Exiled lands. Oh, what does that message say? It's just scrolled off the top. Says saying, when you've played for thousands of hours on multiple maps, modded as well, the compass on Hosafs for me was never used. I play no torches nomad now, and I use landmarks like world bosses. So I never used the compass. In fact, until they mentioned that there was a compass coming, I never used the compass in Hosafs, but I used the minimap. Because that would show you direction you were running, and also like paths and stuff like that in the immediate area, so you could find your way through. But the more you get to know maps, the more you get to know you can run places without need them. But lots of people who are still new. I got some lovely messages on YouTube today from somebody who'd just bought the game this week, or this weekend, because it's in the sale, and was racking up a load of hours over the weekend, and also got a friend involved. So there's new players coming in all the time, which is great to see. Let me see. What else has people said? Looks like a 26 chance to get the Greater Rocknose using Shade Spice Iron Ore. Might take you 4 tries to get one. It is exactly correct. I've put 2 in. We'll get them going and we'll see what comes out. Oh, they're done. And I got 2 normal Rocknoses. Okay. Do I have any more iron, or have I burned my iron? Might take, although it's 26% chance, it could take a lot longer. I think I've used all my iron. I've got iron cooking in there, stone in there. Damn it, I've used all my iron. Let's go and grab some more iron and get that kicked off. Robert, take me to the iron. Some just over here. Destiny Street Writer says, I'm enjoying Campfire Clowns. Great recommendation from Hangar. It is certainly chaotic, that's for sure, the live stream. With Thor and Six Badges and Audu and Troy and Moira. And of course Mac himself. Well, apparently he's feeling a bit under the weather at the moment. He's got a little bit of man flu going on. Did somebody say that they were streaming last night? I never got a notification. Was he well enough to be able to stream last night? Because I noticed he wasn't able to get any of his RP videos out this week. Did you feed... Can you feed a greater boar spice pork? You probably can. You probably can. Right. You stand guard there. Let's get this cooked up. Let's just chuck that in there, and let's make another 2. Chuck a stone in there. Bear, come here. I was hoping to get 1 out of the first 2, because then I could start trying to go for goldstone ones. Could actually do with a little bit more light in here. I like those what are they called? Braziers, hanging braziers, but they don't extend their light very far. Look how dark it is in that corner. Standing torches work better, but I prefer the light or the look of those. Oh hum. Campfire Clowns had a private Discord stream last night, not public YouTube. Ah, I see. Thrall pot slows decay by 90%. The freezers 100%. Yeah, so the Thrall pot is a good early game. What was that noise? Not just these guys, right? You can go to the farm. Off you go. Yeah, so the thrall pot is a good way of slowing down decay, but those preservation bins stop at 100%. Or anything that has a decay timer, any kind of food or whatever. Right, chuck that in, get the next two going. Right. We need to go. So let's head out. I've got food, I've got what I could do with topping up my water before we leave. Compost pile increased decay times by something like 10%. Yeah, so if you chuck meat in, because obviously compost bins need putrid meat in order to make compost. But you chuck normal meat in there, it decays a lot quicker into putrid meat. Also, as long as you've got any compost in here at all, it'll give you a stack of 50 fat grub. And then you can take 50 fat grub. I've got my fish traps over here in the Shattered Springs. I've got 3 fish traps there, so I can take those 3 stacks of fat grubs, stick them in the fish traps, and to catch my fish. And as long as that compost is in there, they will continue to give you 50 stacks of fat grubs. A little nice system going on. No stream last night, just the CCC. I see. Or the manshaft with no head. Game Labs is here. Good to see you, Game Labs. How are you? Missed your stream on Friday again. It's always that sad Friday afternoon when I see your message saying that there's no stream happening on a Friday. Unfortunately, the weekend before that, it was Marky Del Sparky's 30th birthday party on Friday, so we was out celebrating Marky Del Sparky's birthday. We gave him a surprise party. One of these parties when he walks in the door without knowing. He thought he was going to have a quiet pint, a quick quiet pint, before going off for a meal with his family, and we were all in the dark hiding around the corner and jumped out and surprised him. And we had a party on Friday night for him and got him very drunk. So yeah, happy birthday for last week, Marky. I don't think he's here tonight. He's maybe still suffering. Right, round the corner we go. Let's get ourselves another...
Lovely weather for a hunt, eh?
Trade. We need a champion's lure and another war paint. Let's buy one of them and buy one of them. So we've got one for ourselves and we've got one for the bear, if it works. In fact, we can test that part of it right now. So if we go to the bear, not to the stat, so we've just got the normal 15% staff, and we go here and put one of these on there. We can't use it. So that answers the question. You can't put war paint on a pet, so therefore they won't be able to do the increased damage that is required to take on the champions. Oh. There's one thing that you can't do with pets then that you can with human followers. Now we know. Right, I'm looking for my mini-map. My mini-map is not there. So I need to check where I'm going. I need to go in that direction. Head over to al-Merayah. War paints for thralls. So sad. Painted brownie would look awesome. Yeah. Was Marky D. Sparky's birthday on the same weekend as Matt Crown Flips? We have never seen him in the same room together. That is true. That is true. Due to technical stuff, may try this Friday. Nice one, Game Labs. Nice one. So it was a technical issue that you had. That's you had a technical issue on Friday, and Hobo Gamer had a technical issue on Saturday. He had internet issues. Nightmare. Bonk. Yeah, so it was Mac Crownflip or Mac from Campfire Clowns. His birthday was last week as well. Shave the beer and put that war paint on. Shave the bear and put the war paint on. Plan to farm bear cubs for greater bears again. Yeah. So of course the two best places to get bear cubs is here at River's End. There's, I think, 4 bear cubs can be got here. And then over here on Tellis Island there's a whole bunch. I think maybe 4 bear cubs over there as well. Never shaved your beard or your bear. Never. Morgan says, just had a thought. Does the sun rise in the north, or is it just that it travels across the northern sky? Great question. Here's the sun up there. We turn to the... I don't even have a clock. Without the UI, I've got no clock. So the sun is currently pretty much south of me. But yeah, I mean, it could be rising, going down. We're just in the northern hemisphere, so the sun is south of us. I'm not sure where it actually... We'll have to try and keep an eye out and see if we can see... Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I need to go... Oh no, I'm not. I need to get over here, so that's okay. We just need to get down. Oh, I tell you what else we need. In the last episode we made a Zathite ritual dagger, because we need weather skulls for our sorcery. And anyone who's watched Friday's video, this will be rather familiar to you. So, kill a spider, harvest it with the Zath knife. Get a Zathite bag. Let's see. The sun is really weird in the Exile lands. Well, that could be it. Looks like it travels north to south. Maybe, but it could just be that it's going from east to west, but we are north of it, so it just stays in the sort of southern sky. So that's it over there. We're just going to have to try and keep an eye on it. See if we can remember when it's either sunrise or sunset, and we can see where it's going. Come here, spider. Spooder, come here. Come on. Oh, now you see me. Stop playing a non-modded because of Hosafs. I won't go back to vanilla, said Sesame Street Fighter. So, like I've said many times, Hosafs is the only real mod I use, other than modded maps, of course. Right, give me another spider. Let's get a couple of spiders just to make sure we get the skulls that we need. What's this called again? Skittering Cavern or something. I can hear the... Oh, I could hear it, but I didn't see it. Oh, 2 of them. Brownie, are you on passive by any chance? Sure are. Go on defensive. Right, let's get another bag from you. And another bag from you. That's 4 bags. That should have enough skulls for us. Where can you learn Shortbus, thank you for the sub. Where can you learn Zath in Exiled Lands? So you can learn it in this cave. So this lovely cave here, which is, there we go, that location there. You can go down there, it's full of spiders, but you then have to drop down into the bottom area. So what you best to do is if you follow the river along to the north, and you could, excuse me, you can use your compass to get north. You go north and there's an entrance around about here on the map. Just around here, just as you go up that cliff there, there's an entrance there. That takes you straight into the lower section of the same cave, and the trainer is in there. Of course, you can also learn it when you pick it as a religion from character creation. You can learn it if you're really desperate. You can learn it from here, but it would cost you 50 points to learn it. You could learn it, craft the nest and the dagger, get your stuff, and then reset your attribute points and get them all back again. And the last way you could learn it is if you kill tier 4 Zath priests. They're really difficult to find, so if you was to find one, it's probably not a great idea to kill them, but that you can. If you kill tier 4 priests, they drop a document that has it teaches you how the religion, so that's a fourth way. But the easiest way is if you start with it. But you can always come to these caves and run in, particularly if you go up there. You can run straight in, speak to the guy on the right as you walk down, and he'll teach you Zath religion. Makes sorcery so much easier. You don't have to go harvesting them. Although I did find, so after I did Friday's video and you can get them, you can harvest them off of skeletons and such like. It says in the wiki that the best tool to use them is the cleaver, which is why I used the cleaver and got a very low drop rate. But they are rare, so that it's fair enough. Lots of people were commenting in the comments saying it's best to use the pick, it's best to use a pickaxe, it's best to use a skinning knife. So what I did was I did a little test, an offline off-camera test, and I killed 10 skeletons and harvested them with a pick. I did 10 skeletons and harvested them with a hatchet. I did 10 skeletons and harvested them with a skinning knife, and then I did 10 and harvested them with... what was the other thing I harvested them with? A cleaver. And I got 3 from the pick out of 10, 2 from the hatchet out of 10, I got 3 from the cleaver out of 10, and I got 10 out of the skinning knife out of 10. 100% with the skinning knife. So use the skinning knife if you're doing skeletons, and you should get them in no time at all. So yeah, so that lots of people Moira. So it wasn't just Moira. There were many people they were commenting to me, oh, you need to use this, you need to use that. But it turned out after my testing that the skinning knife was by far the best. It was 100% record. So in the future, that's the one to go for. Right, let's get to al-Merayah. Don't disagree with Moira. She's the champion of skinning corpse. She sure is. She sure is. You hardly see Moira in any of the Campfire Clown videos because she's far too busy skinning everything. Have you now seen if crofters now have 0 in all level up chances? Oh no, I haven't seen that. We'll have to check that. There's a big croc here. Let's go take the croc on. Get another key. Daggers. Alright. Oh, look. A corrupted croc. Down you go. Might have to re-watch the stream. All I can see is a big chocolate Labrador head who wants to be a lapdog. Awesome. If you choose Crom, you can pick up all the others and have the complete set. Well, you can pick up all the other... Oh, okay. If you choose Crom, then you'll have Crom, even though Crom doesn't do anything. Oh, look. The bear is in the war. Come over here, bear. Come on, bear. It's stuck. These lumpy bits of the map. Oh, there we go. Pop up. Right. Get him. Let's see, we're not a combo of daggers is not even using. It's like, oh, spinny tail. It's not even using half my stamina. Oh, went right through him. Oh, there's a bear in the ground again. Oh. Oh, come on, bear. Up you get. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, spinny tail again. Brownie, no! Don't worry, Angelo. All's good. Oh, he's in the... Can we pull him out into somewhere that he's not going to get knocked into? Oh no, he's resetting. Is he resetting? Oh no. He's just still going after Brownie. And the tail again. Right, over here, over here. Now that you're out. Over here, over here. Come on, over here. Over. That's it. Come on, over here. Get. Nope, he's been knocked into the mesh again. Oh no, didn't get out of the way in time. Come on. Heal up. Bears didn't used to go into the ground. Yeah. They didn't used to get knocked back, but they've certainly got knocked into the ground a few times. Right, it's almost down. There he goes. Right, we'll take the flasks. We won't take the lance cores. And we'll harvest it to get a skeleton key. Right, well that was a lot more of a pain than it should have been. Ewing. They usually only get Ymir and maybe Mitra and Derketo, but not all religions in the game. I tend not to go for them either, to be fair. Most of the religions I don't use at all. But Zath is really handy, just for getting the weather skulls. And the orbs that give you the baby spiders can be really funny. And Sesame Street Fighter will tell you all about that. Jimmy was trying to think of a perk in the game for selecting Crom. Maybe using a sword of Crom there would be a sound effect or thematic music. Or maybe Crom would laugh if you die while wielding it. You could take it or leave it. It would be nice as an instance as whack. Is this al-Merayah, the al-Merayah raid? It just needs to be smaller. It needs to be like the ones that are on Sipta. Because the problem everybody was having with it was the incredible respawn rates. And the lagginess that it was causing on certain people's machines. So if it was a smaller... Oh, if I went the wrong way, kind of. Yeah, the lagginess of it was causing people a lot of problem because it was just so many building pieces. But if it was smaller, it would be okay. Right. Weeping Ruin, there we go. Watch out. Watch out. Down you go. Alright, is there anything in here to learn? I don't think so. Let's try. There is the camp over there. So that is where the whole al-Merayah huge raid base would have been. And it's now been back to this Dogs of the Desert camp. So let's go and have a look. The ruins of al-Merayah. So it is now actually... Oh, look. A named fighter. There can be some good crafter thralls in here, but we're not here for that today. Fatality. Pinky Rose, good to see you. How are you? Fike said, did someone check if the boxes in the volcano is still bugged or is it fixed now? Almost certainly the boss in the volcano is still bugged because I haven't seen anything in the patch notes saying anything different. But I haven't checked that. Right, muted my mic there to cough, and I've managed to unmute it, so we're okay. Just checking. Right, let's see. We'll take the gold coins. That took everything. Didn't want everything. Chuck that. Oh, may as well keep that. Chuck that. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Okay. Pushed the wrong button and looted the lot. Sorcerer 3. A bearer 1. What have we got here? We'll take the satchel, we'll take the failed page, don't care about the rest of it. Who are you? So for the people who have played this game, or started playing this game after Age of War, would have never seen this camp before. This camp was always here, it got taken away to get replaced by the raid base in Age of War. What is that? Another sorcerer with a failed page and a burlap pouch. Hello? Archer 2. The cave is still here. Yeah, the cave should still be here. Down below. So that you can do the werewolf boss for the... what's this thing called? The Sacred Hunt? But baby spiders become turncoat if you fight spider boss. Ah, well that would make sense, would it? Globes of Yuzud, says Sesame. Your gateway to summoning. It's too much fun. Spiders for the win. Yeah, when Sesame and I were playing on DM Wyvern server, we were doing the Black Keep as a group, And we literally just killed the Kinscourge. And Sesame had some spiders on the go, and the spiders attacked DM Wyvern himself and killed him. So although we got the boss down and got all the way through the dungeon, he got killed by one of Sesame's spiders right at the end. And oh, how we laughed. Loot that. I'll take your treasure. That must have been where this sorcerer came from. There's another couple of people around the... Did I not see two people sitting here? Was I seeing things? We'll take that treasure. I think when I did my nomad run, it was this camp and the camp over here somewhere that I came and I got my hyena armor pieces from. Because they do follower damage and concussive damage. They increased follower damage. Oh look, the moon is going, and it's going to set in, basically it's setting in the west. If you look at the compass, north is over in that direction over there, and the moon set roughly over in the west over there. Which means the sun should rise in the east. Over in that direction, behind that mountain. And if that is the case, then that's right, isn't it? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So yeah, it appears to be coming from over there, which is basically the west. GameLaw says, I feel there isn't as many people in the camp now. I don't know. I think that's pretty close. Obviously, there's a lot less people than there was when it was the base of al-Merayah. Right, where is the cave? Is this it round here? Here it is, here. So before you would have to have broken a door down to get into here. You'd have to come through the outer wall and then broken a door down to get into here. And then you can place your lure down on there. Not giving me a... Let me reset my UI. It's not giving me a thing. Do you have to do something special before you can do this one? I can't remember. You have to finish the other three before you can take on this one. It's not giving me an option to put anything down. Oh no, I can place it down. It's not giving me an option, but I can place it down. But we're not going to do that because we can't... It'll take forever to fight the boss without a friend to help us. There we go. That was the ruin of al-Merayah, which is now back to being the camp that it was before. There is a special lure, plus you need the 3 previous ones to get. I thought the special lure is for the bear boss in the other bit. The Anne says, every time someone hits the like button, anger gets closer to world domination. God, there was a scary thought if I've got world domination. Anyone know where to get the Rocknose pet? Ideally the Greater Rocknose. Oscar, if you go to the den, which is over here, we went there in the last stream 2 weeks ago. If you want to look back at that stream, if you go to this den here, up the back here, there's like a wooden structure, and you walk up the wooden structure, and at the top of there is a person who will sell you Rocknose eggs for, I think it was 10 gold each. Might have been 10 silver, I can't remember. Check back in the video. You then hatch those eggs, and the quickest way of hatching, they take like 24 hours to hatch normally, or you put them in a compost bin and it'll hatch in like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. And they'll hatch into little baby Pebblenose, and then you put the Pebblenose in your animal pen with some ironstone, or if better, if you've got some shade spice, if you do shade spice ironstone, then they have got a chance to hatch or grow up into a Greater Rocknose. We're actually doing that right now. We've done 2, and we've just got normal Rocknoses. It's only a 26% chance. But let me see. Okay, it's been mentioned. There's a 26% chance of them coming out. I think you can buy the Rocknose eggs in the den. Yep, that's the one. You can also get pets at Buccaneer Bay, but not sure. The Rocknoses are at the den, yes. You get the greater version by using Shade Spice with their favourite meal, so Shade Spice Iron is the one. Now, you did go to the den, so you do have to go up. There's like a wooden platform at the back, around, I think it's around about here, and you have to climb up the top of the wooden platform, and there's a person up there that will sell them to you. There's ladders near the place. You get near the place you get the belly dance. Yep, that's right. Just to the right of the place where you get the belly dance. Tarsquid made it for the stream. Gently taps the like button. Thank you, Tarsquid. Good to see you. The loss of al-Merayah is a lesson on expecting more stuff in Exiles. Why they couldn't make it instance al-Merayah. So that would be a thing they could do, is make it instanced, and then you wouldn't have the lag. The problem with it was that instead of being a pre-rendered piece of art like these walls that don't take much work to load them in, it was individual pieces like a player's base, and so that it could be destroyed piece by piece, just like a PvP base. But there were so many pieces because it was massive, because as well as covering all this lump here, it kind of went all the way out. So there was walls all the way around the outside and stuff like that. It was huge. And the more pieces you have to render dynamically, because they're not pre-rendered like these pieces are, the more the lag's going to be. Which is the very reason that I say, if you're playing on my server, please do not build a large base within render range of another player, because that other player then has to render their own base and your base as well, and it'll lag their game down to single digits. Right, is there a Rocknose around here? Doesn't look like it. There is a possible Rocknose spawn around this. Oh, out of stamina. There was the exhausted debuff. No, nothing there anymore. Okay, cool. Right. It's 9:10. What else will we do? So that's kind of the big things. Was the compass and the changing of the al-Merayah camp. There is obviously loads and loads of bug fixes, and I guess one of the biggest bug fixes that will please a lot of people is that the journey steps were fixed. So you can now do the Thrall Taker journey and place a crafter in the world and make that work for you as it should do. I mean, it worked for us already on the single player game, but it now apparently works on the servers, and I've seen many people confirm that now works. And that also the Master Chef journey has been fixed, and what was the other one? The priest one that also didn't work. Placing a tier 4 priest on your altar didn't work. That has now been fixed too. Lag is a true enemy on the exiled lands. That can be. It can be. Bonk. Have we been up? We haven't been up to... Oh, look at that. Get out of it. We may as well go and visit Mechamosis, our friend Mechamosis. So I can remember how to get there. There's the spire up there. Here we go, up this way. Let me see. Oh, I'm scrolling off the screen again. Let me see. Oscars. I'll check out the video. Cool. Gold sounds right. Silvers gets you ice at the volcano. Yeah, I think it's 10 gold coins per each egg. And he says, does Anger have a Conan server? I have 2 Conan servers. I have an Exile Land one and a Sipta one. If you join the Discord and then DM me, we'll say they are both for PC. I don't have a console, so I don't have any console servers, but I have both the servers for PC. If you want to DM me, I can certainly send you the login details over. Tarsquid says, P.S. Even if you fail to get a gold rock nose, the other ones still eat rocks and poop out mostly rocks, but sometimes iron or crystal. Not too terrible to put a spot in the pen for them. Yeah, that is true, but it's easy to get gold and to get rocks and crystal and iron. So you really, if you can get I never understood why once they added the silver mine dungeon with the silverstone nodes around it, why they didn't do a similar thing with gold. And the only real way of getting gold is to go up and harvest it as a byproduct of harvesting obsidian. But obviously now that we've got so many gold bars appearing in various chests and stuff like that, gold isn't such an issue now, but it used to be. It used to be the thing that caused you issues to make alchemical base, was the lack of gold. So I thought it was weird that they didn't put in a location to put in goldstone. Right, of course this was just Mechamosis' spire back in the day, and then at the end of Age of Sorcery they put this whole base up here, and Mech was standing here casting his spells over the princess tied to that. There was a huge blood crystal thing here. There was all these things were active vendors you could buy stuff off of. But then at the end of Age of Sorcery, Chapter 4 or Chapter 3, Chapter 4, when it went to Age of War, this all got destroyed. There is still the entrance to the dungeon through here, through that teleporter stone. Need some blood crystal. These guys will still sell you stuff. They'll offer you a cash for 15 blood crystal, and this guy will offer you a cash for the severed head of Kurak that you get from that dungeon. There is the severed head of Mechamosis, but you can still speak to him.
Greetings, Exile.
And you can learn set off of him. Learn the emote set. He'll talk to you even though he's been beheaded. And of course around here is Master Carver Huang, that you can learn Golem Constructor, so you can craft your own golems using a bench like that. A bench like that to build the pieces, and the bench like that to put them together. All good. But everybody else is just fighters who are... They're passive to you unless you attack them, and then they'll start fighting you. But I think all the other vendors are gone. You're just a fighter, yeah. So there would have been a couple of vendors around here selling stuff. There's just fighters now. But that's where you come to learn the set religion. Mechamosis' spire. Right, horse. Come on, Robert, down here. Let me see. Little Twig Key says they are fun pets of the Greater Rocknose. That's what we're trying to get one. We're trying to compare them to the Greater Bear. El Danny, oh, you finally got the Rocknose eggs. Sweet. Yeah, so I got 5 eggs. We hatched 2 of them before we left and just got normal Rocknose, and we put another 2 in. So they should be done by now. How are you, El Danny? So Urban Dad Gaming says, my other daughter, our daughter's best friend, can never remember the name Rocknose and always call them rock dogs. So I think, is it the Neebs guys that call them rock donkeys? There's quite a few people call them rock donkeys. But rock dogs is not that far away. I mean, they're kind of look a little bit like dogs made of rock. Bulwark, Anthony, join Anger's Discord. Link should be in the description of the stream and DM him. Yep, that's the way. Jim Ewan, is it worth having a stable full of rock novas? Makes piles of rocks. Do they make more than they eat? I think they do, but obviously if they're producing stone, that is the food they eat, so they'll continually be eating that. By the way, Anger, I lucked out and got a corrupted spider pet on a Sipta run. Praise Zath. It's surprisingly good with his range crippling poison. Oh, nice one, Tarsquid. Rhonda W, I hope they put that katana somewhere else. It's the only reason I went to that base. So the katana has always been in the game, Rhonda. It's just been a random drop, as opposed to you could get into that base and steal it. I think the best place to get it is, where is it? Cough, cough. Let me see. Where is that? Is it down here? There is the cavern with the spider boss in it. That you can get the Numidian helmet. It drops off of that boss. But it can drop off of other legendary chests. Also, if you go into the silver mine, which is here, there is a new skeleton monstrosity lizard man thing, a bit like the Brute kind of character. A new boss was put in there relatively recently, who drops another legendary katana that is very, very similar in stats, and it drops off of that quite often. So and the new spider boss in the Dregs dungeon, they added a new what are these in there? Komodo dragons, is it? They added a Komodo dragon boss at the first section of the Dregs, and the spider boss a little bit later on. The spider boss drops the legendary katana as well. I can't remember what it's called, but it's equally as good, or very close to being as good as the Mushashi's Black Blade, or whatever it's called. Let's see. Sesame says, got to join your server, Anger. Of course you won't build anything, of course not, Sesame, the master of the nomads. Picked up a few katanas, so Oscar picked up a few katanas prior to the fort packing up. Nice one. Those katanas right now, uncertainly from random bosses. Not to brag, but I just like the stream. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you. Jim Ewing. Oh, I just skipped a whole bunch of stuff there. Oh, no. Where did I skip from? No. I must have went way past. Right, let's start here. Sesame says, I want to do a community nomad run on Anger server. Lag is my main issue. Of course, because my server is in the EU and Sesame's in Trinidad. 6 badges. Lag is the true enemy on the Exiled Lands. Oh, is that okay? Troy Kurtz, good to see you. Let's see. Have I been to the Dregs? I haven't been to the Dregs since the new update. I did see your video, Game Labs, with the sound. We could maybe go there and check it out. Hitbox is also enemy. Big animals, you only able to hit their face. There's Konski. Checking my bad. I've been down and out this weekend. I'm surprised I'm even up right now. No worries. Troy says, are we still manshafting? Yes, of course. Shipwrecks and camp chests have lots of gold. That is true. There's lots of gold in so many chests now since they updated the loot. So yeah, getting gold is not as bad as it used to be. And of course, any of the gold coins or gold bars that you find, you can put them in the grinder and grind them into gold dust for making alchemical base. Also, there's plenty of ways of getting alchemical base otherwise as well. They could put some goldstone rocks in the volcano, though. They drop the obsidian. Yeah, I mean, they could put goldstone, because in Sipta you get goldstone nodes around the vaults. Unfortunately they tend to look like silverstone nodes, but when you harvest them, they are goldstone. So it's easier to get goldstone on Sipta than it is on Exiled Lands. Ben Core, hey ho, I'm a new viewer and a new CE in general. Just saw your beginner's guide. Do you mind telling me what build armor you are playing with? Well, right now I am using... So I'm using strength weapons on this playthrough, but it's basically I go for an authority build, put 20 points in authority, and I tend to go for war party so that my follower gets a plus 20 to all stats. I've got 10 in grit just to give me a bit more stamina and a faster regen, a little bit in expertise so I can carry a little bit of stuff, and then 15 in vitality to give me more health, and 10 in strength with the combo master perk. The armor I'm wearing is actually illusioned. So if I go here, it is actually perfected medium armor that gives you plus 10 damage, both to either strength or agility, whichever one you want to have. For each piece, it's epic armor, so it's got lots of armor, but it's illusioned to look like the royal armor. Instead of looking like the standard medium armor, it's illusioned to look like the royal armor that you get from pre-ordering this game way back in the day. Let me see. But welcome along anyway. Any other questions? We have so much knowledge in the chat here. And of course there's always the Discord that can be just as easy to get. That's a bit of an overhang to drop down there. Can we get there? Let's try it. We can't. There we go. Right. Robert, where are you? Robert. Yeah, we've got so much knowledge in both in the chat, on the videos here. My throat is dry in game and in real life. Let me see. Let me drink some water and eat some food. Robert has turned up. We'll go and check out the Dregs. We'll go and see what the Dregs is like. See whether the sound issue is a problem on the PC as well. 26 minutes past 9. We should have enough time to get there and wipe out the Dregs. Let's see. Mech is certainly getting ahead in life, isn't he? Badoom. Pebblenose is ahead of the game. Oh my god, it's all the puns are coming out tonight. People welcoming Ben, nice. Apparently Mech's favourite song is I Ain't Got Nobody. I think Mech's girlfriend mistook him when he said he wanted, oh my god, wanted a little head. Groan. Mech could use a hand or two. Oh me, they're all coming in. They're all coming in. Mech headlining for Exiles. Cathian Rock Donkeys, yeah. As far as the sorcerers go, Mech is head and shoulders above the rest. Oh, skipped again. The Blade of the Seven Winds is the katana that we were talking about. Yes. Griznak says he did a Thrall Taker journey earlier on a new run and it worked just fine. Cool. If your manshaft isn't quite straight, it's the Curved Slayer. Okay, that's the... So there's Curved Slayer and the Blade of the Seven Winds. So that's another 2 legendary katanas that you get off there. Turning off VSync helps some people with that. I think, Rhonda, it's a lot of it is just people playing from basically on servers from the other side of the world. So it's your ping lag that you're getting the problem with. I had that problem when I played on Wyvern's US server. It's just that little bit of longer lag. Beastmaster seems to be broke as it won't let me pass the feed your pet step. Place the food in inventory and use function doesn't work. Oh. So that worked before, as far as I remember. Oh, this is terrible. I don't have a mini-map anymore. Let me see. Let's just run right through the middle of... Get my stamina and my horse back up. Let's go right through the middle of the unnamed city. We're not going to stop to fight anything. Drink time and food time. Thank you, Kathy Ann. I think my catching up in chat is quicker or slower than what I did myself. Oh, I've come back out again. That's the way out. Come on, in we go. Right, where am I going? I'm going due west according to my new compass. I think Anger forgot to switch back to well trained. Am I still... I remember I switched attributes. I'm still on War Party. Oops. I forgot. I switched on War Party so I could move my people up to my new base 2 at a time. And I haven't switched it back yet. So, what I told you about what perks I use is a total lie. What I should be using is War Party, but I'm not at the moment. I'll need to make myself a potion and reset my perk points, or my attribute points. Corruption. Which way am I going? That's roughly the right way. Over in this rough direction. Big God, thanks. Just got a little sound today. Your guides, playthrough videos are a blessed. Oh, you're welcome. Right. Yes, this is the way we want to go. The green dragon down here. It is. Oh, okay. Is that too steep to get the horse up? There we go. Right, we need to get out of here. Come on, jump. I really miss my mini-map. Almost there. Now we need to get up here. There we go. Once you go Hosaf vanilla, it's yeah. I'm so used to using Hosaf's custom UI mod, particularly with the minimap, that I struggle to get around without being able to just look in the bottom corner and see which way I need to go. Whoa! Off we go. Right, let's run down here and get into the dregs and we'll check it out. Galactic WoW Live, going through the guide now, love it. Good to see you, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We're just we're checking out the different updates that came out with the new patch that came out this week. Let's just climb over here. That was a bit of a drop. Right, in you come. Come on, come in. And come over here. There we go. Get some blood on here. And up it goes. Apparently they're working on another Dregs, which has caused this. Oh, really? I saw... was it Eradication did a video that they were pulling stuff out of the dev kit that were related to another Dregs dungeon. Tech Wizard stream, glad to catch you live. And Conan, just watched all your vids, great work. Thank you very much. Welcome. Yanni Panker's here, good to see you, Yanni. How are you? Yeah, it was Eradication, yeah. I did find out there's nothing at the end of the Dregs worth climbing the chain for. There sure is not. Unless there's been some change. Ah, there we go. Right, so if we come up here, we have sound. We have ambient sound. If you come down to the bottom, it goes pop. Ooh, that's different. It's different voices, I think, as well. And you come down here, you get pop. Like that, and it goes completely silent. Right, there is... Oh, of course, Brownie isn't as strong as he should be. So let's help him out. It's really weird with it being completely silent. Oh, we're dragged in a... Get down. Out of stamina. Down you go. So although Brownie isn't as strong as he should be, watch out for the tail swipe. Oh, another one. Down you go. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's doing better than me. This is the second time he's done the Dregs, of course. We did the Dregs a while ago when he was a lot, nowhere near as strong as this. One stamina. Oh, I'm stuck inside him. Come on, down you go. Brownie's only lost a couple of 200 health. He's got all his buffs and he's got plenty... Oh, I say he's got plenty of food. He did have plenty of food. There you go. He's down. Do you still have food? He has food. We'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that, and I don't want any of the rest of it, but we'll hack him up. Because I didn't bring any keys with me, because I didn't think it was coming here, but we'll take a key. Oh, there was another pop. But no more. Oh, look at that. Sound if I'm here. It's a height thing. You come down here, it stops. And we've got sound there. So that's weird. Yeah, and you get a little pop when you go through the area. Okay, let's quickly run the dungeon. You can get 2 keys in here by defeating the Komodo dragon and the spider boss. You can indeed. When you're in ghost mode, you have sound. Interesting. You can jump and see if the sound pops on. Well, 12-hour shift and I missed the stream. Ah, can always watch it back, Yanni. Of course, you can't climb anywhere in the dungeon. To climb up higher locations, and we will be going further down as you go through the dungeon, so getting back above that height is not going to be possible. Right, we need to hit that. Get the water up. Drink time? Ah, we're okay for drink. We're halfway there. You could try ghost mode and see if that changes it. But yeah, just going into ghost mode, or like actually using ghost mode to fly up. Let's see, settings, server setting, make me admin, and then go into admin and go ghost mode. There is sound there. But then if we come out of ghost mode, pop, and it goes off again. So yeah, that's weird. Drink sewer water, that does not kill, makes you stronger. Indeed. That's weird. So it's not necessarily just a height thing then. There is also, if you're going into ghost mode, I wasn't going any higher, but it brought the sound back. Right, come on, water. It's like when you go into an aeroplane and your ears pop. Yanni says, I'll probably fall asleep while you will comment on gameplay as usual. Been a tiring day for you, Yanni, is it? 12-hour shift on a Sunday. Nightmare. Alright, so we hit that one to get the water go up here. Come on, water. Up we go. I don't know much about coding, but I'm sure that Funcom should take note. Yes, indeed. Of course, there was no beta or PTR test for this patch. It just went straight live, so there was nobody able to do some testing for them to let them know. Right, so that one to the left gets the water in this part, and then that one on the right puts up the water in this part. Anger does have a soothing voice. Not as cool as Sesame's voice. Sesame's voice is awesome. Right, bear's here. Let's pull Spider away from that horrible acid up here. Bear, stay up here. See if we can get the katana off of this dude. Let's want to take him down as quickly as possible because he does apply poison, which will affect Brownie more than the other boss. Poison isn't affected by armor at all. It goes straight through. Get out of the wall. Bear, go over there. Over there. No, get over there. There we go. I thought he was stuck in the wall for a bit there. Watch the stamina. Have to be careful. I tend to hit with the daggers and then roll out, but I need to just step out instead of using stamina to roll, so that you can roll out of attacks like that. And he's down. What did we get? We got the Reliable Butcher, which is the one we've already got, but that's good because we can now put a mod kit on it. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Keep that for dismantling. That's all okay. Don't want any of that. We'll take the Fragment of Power and the Stutter Wraps. It's so weird having a totally silent Conan battle. No epic music or sounds of flesh and horrible spider carcass being rendered. I know, it is. It is weird. Did you see my Beekeeper ERL short video? I haven't watched that yet, Sesame. No. We transferred a killer bee next to Hive. Katana is average compared to the later katana. This katana is average compared to the later katanas. Oh, really? Key, please. There we go. And we can get. I'll keep the ichor. We'll get rid of the flesh. We'll maybe keep the demon blood as well. Right, on we go. Take out the skeletons. Boom. Oh, there's another skeleton. Is there anything nice on there? Not really. What's that? Glowing essence, we may as well take that. It's only like 53 damage compared to the 70 plus. Oh, right, okay. What's that one? Is that the 7 wins one? No katana, no, not today. I just got back and was wondering why the stream was sounding weird. The Dregs, yeah, we were testing out the Dregs, so it is indeed silent on the PC as well. Ooh, you fairly arrived from somewhere. Get off. Get staggered. Look at that. Mass destruction. Right, anybody got anything worthwhile on them? Normal paddings. There's gold bars. Where's the gold bars? There's the gold bars. Cute. Oh. Grey Lotus or Frost Lotus? Grey Lotus, we'll take that. Right, we're not far away from the end now. Down to the left. Swim through the sewer water, drinking it as we go. Seven wins is 100% AP, but about 30 damage. 100% armor pen, is it? I remember those katanas were a lot similar than that. But there you go. You live and learn. Every day is a school day. It is the same for all dungeons that are set in the same level in the map. The only one I've heard about, Jim, is the Dregs. That's the only one I've heard has any issues. I haven't tested any myself. Right, power shot on there. Should get the water up. Ah, Vanguard Bravo, good to see you. How are you? When are we getting some more Conan videos from you? 6 badges was remembering the Graceful Knight. Time to unlock Sorcery Throw. I don't use it much. It's still useful to have. Well, it is, Beck. The best thing about it is that Elixir of Rebirth at level 10, just so that you can re-roll your friend's perks. Brownie, are you coming in? Don't want you, Robert. Brownie, Brownie, Brownie. And then, of course, there's the Transportory Stones at level 15 as well. slow fall can be useful. It's handy to get into the arena to take on the undead dragon. Oh, brownie's here. Take that silver bars and the grey lotus powder. Be another skelly bob round the other side. Missed me. Boom. Got to say, it's the most annoying enemy is the skeletons. They are relentless. Yeah, they are pretty. The fact that you can't stagger them properly is annoying. Black Lotus, we'll take that. Anything interesting in the chest? Iron junk. A drenching vat. Iron. Nope, don't want any of that. Right. Boss time. Take him on. Game Lab says he's checked the Midnight Grove and the Warmaker, didn't find any audio issues. Excellent. Thank you, Game Labs. The Elixir, Invisibility, Mask Hull, and the stones, especially on Sipta, the transported stones on Sipta are really useful because obviously there are no map rooms or obelisks on Sipta. So to be able to get around that rather extensive map using transported stones is really handy. Right, let him fight it out in the pit. Johnny says, last Sunday did a 10-hour shift, came home, turned up the computer and waited for the stream and fell asleep. Woke up in the middle of the night around 4 or 5 a.m. remembering there was no stream. Yeah, sorry Yanni, there was no stream last week because I was away getting drunk. And I was away to say and watching football, but there was very little football being played by that. But yeah. Had a great time away with my pals anyway. Tribal ex-chief, how are you? Good to see ya. Stab, stab, stab. Get the stacks of bleed up. And then let him fight the bear in the acid pit. He's almost down. Rebirth is a lot of work to get, in my opinion. We really dive into... a lot of work to get. So to get to the stage 10 to get the recipe. It's also quite expensive to make, and obviously you tend to have to make quite a lot of them because you have to keep re-rolling and re-rolling until you get a set of perks that you like. There we go. Out he comes. We'll just hack him up. Don't need much of this stuff at all. Definitely don't need any of that or that. Right, we've got 2 keys. We've got 3 chests. We'll open that one. We got the white blade, meh. And we'll open that one and get Beck the Corbin. Now we're really over encumbered and I need to get out the acid pit before it refills. Right, Brownie, come on. Come here. You carry... How heavy are they? They're 5. Carry that. We don't need another staff. Carry that. That'll do. That'll do. Right. Let's get out. And the sound has come back already. Oh, and there's a sandstorm. Luckily, we have my sandstorm mask with me. Right. On the horse. Right. Let's get back to base and see how our Rocknoses are getting on. Went through all... Robert Mannix says he went through all the dungeons except the wine cellar with no issues. No issues apart from the dregs, presumably, Robert. So yeah, I guess if there is a new dregs coming along, that's possibly what's caused the issue with the audio in there, but hopefully that'll get fixed pretty soon. I don't know where I am. I'm going around in circles. That's the... I haven't got my mini-map because of this damn compass thing. Right, we need to go in this direction. This way. There's the unnamed city. David Lupton, I've been playing for a year now, and this is the first time I've seen this dungeon. Really? So that is the first dungeon that you would normally do roughly about level 30. If you've got a decent follower, you should be more than fine at level 30. You might not want to take on the what is that first boss? Salamander boss, the Komodo dragon boss, whatever that first one in the first room, and the spider. You might not want to take that on at level 30 unless you've got a really strong follower. There we go. Sunshine. But you'll be able to do the rest of the dungeon and take on that last boss. Should be fine. Max has voiced the staff, but there are copyright issues. Really? Yeah, and he says, well, everyone needs some time off for sure, right? Yeah. Yes. Away for a couple of days of the Scotland trip to get time off from work, and then I need time off to recover from a couple of days of a Scotland trip. Wish we could wield the staff of the Triumvirate. More voices to make jokes. Let's go this way. Let's get a couple of baby dragons on the way, because we're going to need dragon horns for our sorcery as well. What time is it? We don't have time to do the red dragon. Come on, stamina. That was the old stamina system that regenerated so quickly. The really annoying part of it was that the horse's stamina didn't. And it just made the horse's stamina feel worse. Right. Pull you. Go, Brownie. Take it down. But it doesn't matter what tool you use on these baby hatchling things, they only get one dragon horn ever. But you can get more from the red mother. Right, one horn, that'll do. Oh, over encumbered again. In fact, let's give them to you. Don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, on we go. I just wanted to get back to base and see what our Rocknoses are like before we end the stream. Cordovan saddle really is worth it for the stamina boost. Your horse can run longer. True. I've missed the... Oh, I've missed the other dragon. Never mind. Never mind. Hello. Right, back to base. Wait, if Max comes across the staff and interacts with it, he's just talking to himself. Don't get ahead of yourself. You said too much, 6 badges. The green dragon gives a lot of dragon horns too. Yeah, the big adult dragons, yeah. Stand guard. There. And then let's see what we've got. So we put 2 Pebblenoses in here with Shade Bloom iron stuff. And we got 2 Greater Rocknoses this time. So last time we were just normal Rocknoses. This time we've got 2 Greaters. Right. Oh, okay, so they're like a baby rock slide type thing. Starts off with 2,511. This is without the well trained buff as well. And they have they've got 60, well this one's got 64% in vitality and 88% in grit, so that's not bad. Not good for strength. They only start off with 124 armor though. So we'll have to get some levels on this guy. Ironstone is what will give him more vitality. Interesting. Okay, we're going to have to... Oh, he glows red as well. Cool. Follow. I'm going to do a quick attributes, reset attributes, and let's just quickly go into here. Healthy diet, and then go here and go well trained. So now because he's got 20 points of vitality, he's starting off with 5,300 HP, and he starts off with 924 armor, so that's pretty damn good. So yeah, we're definitely going to get some levels onto this guy, and we'll test him out as a follower too. Stand guard there, and bear, you can stand, no, don't follow, stand guard there. Okay, that's going to do it for today. We're just almost at 10 o'clock, but thank you one and all for every one of you who's been here tonight. Great to see you all. Great for all the interaction, as always. We've got such a wonderful community. For all the new people, please get onto Discord. You can ask any question like in Discord. We've got thousands and thousands of hours of experience between us, both in this chat and in Discord. So if you've got any questions, fire them in. Not a problem. We'll help you out as much as we can because we're such a great community. But that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you, everybody. I want to make sure you have a great what's left of your weekend. Have a great week, and we'll be back next Sunday for some more Conan-based shenanigans and have a little bit more fun and chat. Thanks, everybody. See you later.